to a new episode of Couch Talks. Today, I want to talk to you about meditation, specifically why I meditate, and I kind of want to de-voodoo the whole topic of meditation for you. Because there's a lot of people, when you tell them I meditate, they're like, "Ooh, okay, what kind of things are you into?" But it's really not that mystical. It's really not that Eastern also. It's a practice that absolutely anyone can benefit from, not just for the spiritual things, because I do it for spiritual reasons as well, but just the physical benefits of meditation is just so profound. So basically, what it comes down to is the hemisphere of the brain that you're using. So we, in our ordinary lives and in the current state that we're in now, and with the pandemic and even before the pandemic, we are a very stressed society. We operate on high volumes of anxiety and stress. And this isn't good for us. It's not good for our bodies. We are continuously triggering the left side of the brain, which is the logical side of the brain, which is triggering our fight or flight response. And while that was really good back in the Ice Age, or back when we were primitive and that we were under physical attack or danger all of the time, it's not the case anymore. So we continuously live in this fight or flight mode, and that fight or flight mode in your brain actually chemically triggers adrenaline and cortisol and acids and stuff that really weigh down your system, and they really make a very big hormone imbalance in your system that's really bad for you over the long run. And we are so continuously stressed that we continuously trigger that fight or flight mode in our brains, because our brain doesn't distinguish between a saber-toothed tiger lurking in a bush or a deadline that we have to meet, right? It doesn't distinguish. It doesn't make that distinction about physical danger and mental danger. It's the same thing for your brain. So you are continuously ready to literally fight off a saber-toothed tiger. And that's not good for you. So what meditation does is it helps you ease into the right side of the brain, which is the creative side of the brain. It's the part of the brain where you have the stay and play function. It's an indication to your brain. When you tap into that, it tells your body and your brain that you are not under immediate danger. You are not actually physically being stalked by a saber-toothed tiger. And that releases dopamine and serotonin, and it just brings a balance back into the hormones in your actual body. It also increases the corpus callosum, which is the fibers between the two brain hemispheres. It thickens it. It kind of builds onto that bridge. It makes the communication between your left and your right brain stronger, so that you can more easily go between fight or flight or stay and play, instead of being locked up in stay and play the whole time. The more you meditate, the more it increases the width of the corpus callosum, the better you can switch between these modes. Because obviously you don't want to completely get rid of fight or flight. That has a function, but staying in that function the whole time is really bad for you. So meditation is essential for getting your body and your mind into a space of stay and play, where it produces serotonin, where it produces dopamine, that relaxes your system and brings everything back into balance. So meditation, you don't have to do a lot of it. I mean, there's a lot of people that say, yes, but walking or exercising is my meditation. And sure, walking and exercising is a good way to get rid of that stress. But I find that most of the time we use those other activities to also sit and stress and think about things. While you're running, your brain doesn't shut up. Your brain still processes this deadline or this saber-toothed tiger. It keeps on working on those problems. Where with meditation, you create a space for yourself where you're not thinking. You can't not think. Your brain always will be thinking, but you don't latch onto that thought patterns. You let them be, you let them flow, you let them go. You just observe them. And that's a very important space to create. So even if you go running and you do other activities that might also benefit you, I think meditation is still pretty essential, because it's the deepest relaxing state that you can get yourself into, where you're literally just thinking about the present moment. You are just being in this space, and you are letting your muscles relax in such a deep and intense way. Because even when you're sleeping, it's not the same as meditation. When you're sleeping, there's other things going on. With meditation, it's that space between being awake and being asleep. And it's very deeply relaxing to your brain and to your entire body. So guys, you don't have to do a lot. 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes. After 2 years of practice, can do 20 minutes without trying. And that's all I need, only 20 minutes. It's not like exercising where you have to do a whole hour's session. You only need 10 to 20 minutes every day. Maybe in the morning before you go to work, or in the evenings before you go to bed. Whatever time suits you and wherever you can get a little space for yourself. I promise you, it's not as mystical as people make it sound. You can use it for those spiritual aspects, sure. But just the biological benefits of it all is enough reason for you to be doing this on a daily basis. Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me on my couch. I will chat to you guys again in a week's time. Okay, all my love.